Northern California, right on the bay. That's the setting for the Bucks. The versatile big man, Miles Turner. He'll be looking to make a difference as they get ready for action at Chase Center. Bucks, Warriors, up next. Hello, everyone, and welcome to this Saturday afternoon presentation of NBA basketball. Right here on 2K Sports. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Turner at center with Antetokounmpo next to him. Rollins is out there with Porter. And it's Prince in at the small forward position. And for the Warriors, here we go. The backcourt pair will be Curry and Podziemski. The forward spots will be Butler and Green. And it's Porzingis in at the center position. Well, Stan, you can feel it. I can feel it. There is a buzz in the air for this opening night game.
Kevin, I don't think these fans could have waited any longer. They are thrilled to see their team kick off the season. And for that matter, so are we.
Here's Green. Outside Curry. Lets it go with a three. Good. Great play by Green to set it up.
Curry is just lethal from outside.
Giannis outside. Pass to Prince. The three. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Curry. And he banks in the layup. Curry's got 5 now.
How about the quickness on the drive from Curry? The moment he finds his opening, that guy is off to the races.
Prince outside. Puts up a three. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Steve Kerr gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. Coach reminded his guys that Giannis is one of the most dangerous players out there. He told his forwards that anytime he takes 2 steps, they'll need to impose their will to limit momentum. He said, quote, "If we're intimidated, we've already lost. Step up and deny his path." Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, thanks. Giannis outside. Spins. Outside Porter. Just 3 to shoot. Fires for 3. Not going to go that time.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Curry finds Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Well, this is what you love to see. Porzingis attacking the rim.
And Stan, you remember this past summer, the story was, will the Bucks or will they not trade Giannis?
It's tough to carry on business as usual with all those clouds swirling. We know how loyal he's been, but questions remain about his ability to compete for a title in Milwaukee.
Porter, no luck. Warriors leading by 3. Things really clicking for him at the offensive end.
They're making good decisions, not wasting these opportunities.
And that one drops for him.
What a start. 5 for 5 from the floor, executing the game plan to perfection at this point.
And so now a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. And the Warriors making a change here. Moody's checked in. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Outside Porter. Pass to Rollins. There's the lob. And Antetokounmpo hammers the alley-oop through.
Great timing. Giannis able to complete the oop.
And here's Curry who brings it up for the Warriors. It's a 3-point game. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. So, GA, when you think about Steph Curry's legacy, he changed the way the NBA game is played.
Man, it is hard to find a player who's had the impact of a Steph Curry, making us rethink what is possible. Curry's endless range has really inspired a generation.
I'm told now by our producer, do we have him, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
After 4 seasons in Golden State, Jonathan Kuminga moves on, and he was the guy that they drafted number 7 overall. But after a lengthy free agency saga in which the Warriors and Kuminga exchanged several proposals, and they had several sign and trade discussions, Kuminga lands elsewhere. So his run in Golden State is over. They're losing a good young player. Let's see how they can replenish the cupboard there in Golden State.
Certainly something to watch. And Shams, we appreciate the report. Shot clock at 3. Back to Antetokounmpo. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
A towering presence. Antetokounmpo uses his size to his advantage down low.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Milwaukee. Trent comes in for Rollins. Antetokounmpo setting the pick for Kuzma. Antetokounmpo kicks to Kuzma. Turner with a screen on Butler. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. The shot by Turner, no good.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Curry outside. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Curry's got 10 points.
It doesn't matter if it's off the bounce or off the catch. Curry never loses rhythm on his jump shot.
Here's Antetokounmpo, banked in off the glass.
Well, he's such a natural talent, has all the skill needed to produce at a high level.
Curry against Porter. Outside Curry. Pass to Porzingis. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Well, this is the kind of rim protection Turner provides. He knows his team relies on him to protect the paint.
Back to Porter. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. And here's Trent outside. The second effort, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, they need to pay attention to the details. Second chance points are backbreakers.
5 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Spencer. And no good on the last second attempt this time. Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Milwaukee Bucks. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with them. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
Well, the way they've been attacking inside is phenomenal. Consistently getting high percentage looks, and that's what great offenses are all about.
And something else that's working for them is ball movement. A lot of their points so far have come as a result of smart plays.
So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Moses Moody is out there with Horford. Then it's DeAnthony Melton. And there's Porzingis, and it's Curry in at point guard. To the paint, here's Moody, and the slam by Moody.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Trent against Curry. Three-pointer, and Gary Trent Jr. gets the three. Trent's got it all tied up now for the Bucks.
Much more than serviceable from deep. He got to be tighter on Trent.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Alan LaForce on the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. The Warriors at last season's trade deadline swinging the deal for Jimmy Butler. Stephen Curry said him signing an extension is big. He's committed for this run. It creates expectations, which I love. We all thrive off of that energy and that kind of environment. We are up for the challenge. Kevin?
They're clearly all in. Allie, we thank you very much. Podziemski, he's checked in for the Warriors.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
Porzingis with a screen on Rollins. Rollins against Melton. Inside, and stolen by Portis. Floats it up for Giannis. There's Giannis taking flight.
And one of the most athletic players in the league. Giannis makes those alley-oop jams look easy.
In GA, we know Coach Steve Kerr has been up front. In order to win, the Warriors need to take and make a lot of threes.
Well, it's the superpower of their best player, and the arrival of Jimmy Butler has provided some balance, but threes are still their best bet.
And the Warriors with some changes. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Horford. Butler comes in for Moses Moody, and Curry subbed in for DeAnthony Melton. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Turner's checked in. If it goes in, and the Milwaukee lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Curry.
On the offensive end, Curry both prolific and efficient.
Kuzma outside. Rollins with a screen on Butler. To the inside. Curry with the steal. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. 2 points. That one goes. Now just a 2-point Milwaukee lead.
Yeah, and Butler pretty scary when he gets out in transition.
Curry outside. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
Well, so far, he hasn't had the same luck from deep in this quarter.
Rollins the pass to Giannis. Takes the 13-footer. Yes, once again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Curry against Rollins. Curry kicks to Porzingis. No good on the triple.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Back to Prince. Giannis inside. Working on Green. A wide open look here for Kuzma. Misses the 3. Warriors trail by 4. Now Green. He has yet to score. Podziemski finds Green. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Curry on the wing. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
Just shows you how impressive Curry's shooting ability is, that he can adjust for any distance.
Al Horford is checked in for the Warriors. Porter's checked in for Milwaukee. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. There's 1:34 left in the first half. Here's Giannis. Giannis just too much inside.
And when you get this kind of shooting from him, 100% from the field, they're going to be tough to beat.
And if you look at what he's done over the last few years, Greg, is Giannis still getting better?
The numbers say yes. Field goal percentage, points per game. He's still a double-digit rebounder, an all-time great, breaking new ground.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Porter. Back to Giannis. Turner with a screen on Green. Antetokounmpo passes to Turner. Offline with his 3. The Warriors trailing. 34 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. The shot by Curry, no good. For Milwaukee, they've gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. Buries it from 3-point range. Porter's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. We've got 22 seconds left to play here in the half. Horford with it. Scoreless thus far. Outside Curry. Takes a 3. Curry! What else is new?
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a 3-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Milwaukee on top, up 2. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports.
Welcome to halftime, everybody. Before we go any further, a look ahead to the games yet to be played tonight. And swerving off topic for a moment, since this is the halftime show, I was just wondering, what was halftime like in the locker room back when you guys were playing?
I would never be checking my...
And now let's talk about that first half for the Milwaukee Bucks. They're in a tightly contested game.
Playing well on the road can be very difficult. They're doing a good job despite the challenges.
Away from home, they aren't letting the crowd get into their heads. In fact, they've looked comfortable at times. And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Curry has been sensational.
You know, I don't think he'll top the assist charts this year, but early on he's done a great job of keeping the ball hopping around.
Yeah, and I'm a little surprised, but he's been focused on passing the ball. You gotta give him credit.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Setting the floor for the Bucks. Turner at center with Antetokounmpo next to him. Kevin Porter is out there with Rollins. And it's Prince in at the three, the small forward. And Greg, the way the floor is spaced now, how much would you enjoy playing in this current environment?
I'm lacing up my kicks as you say that. It would have been a lot of fun. But not only do you have more room to operate, defenders practically, they can't touch it.
Antetokounmpo. Wow, Giannis with a strong finish inside.
And Giannis can look like he's made of steel the way he ignores contact. Are we sure this man is human?
That's to Porzingis. Back to Curry. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here.
I had a chance to check out the numbers for Antetokounmpo. Great showing for him last season. How about 30 points per game, 12 rebounds, and 6 assists? To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Yeah, he gives you something to build around night after night. Reliability is huge in this league.
Curry kicks to Porzingis. Porzingis is doubled. Green, the pass to Butler. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
Pass to Porter. Now Prince. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. And there's the foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That is his first foul of the game. Antetokounmpo against Green. Antetokounmpo dishes to Porter. Just 4 to shoot. Porzingis with the block.
A unicorn out there doing what he does on defense, protecting the paint.
Al Horford's checked in for Porzingis. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Porter against Curry. Green with a screen on Porter. Here's Curry. That one no good. Nice D from Porter.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Greg, over the last 9 seasons, the Bucks with the second most wins in the regular season.
I mean, a dominant run to be sure. And not to mention the franchise's second ever title back in 21. Those are things you can never take away.
Prince, the pass to Giannis. 5 on the clock. Pass to Turner. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
They haven't found their rhythm here in the third, missing 4 of their first 5 attempts.
Outside Curry for the lead. Rebound Giannis Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
Hey, Giannis! Wow, Giannis, that is ridiculous.
Just a terrific perspective of that dunk from the Connected Cam, brought to you by AT&T. And it's sent back by Turner. Down low, here's Prince. And Prince with the jam.
And how about the splendid floor vision from Antetokounmpo? A good decision maker, improves his passing and every year.
And the Warriors with some changes. Zinkis, he's checked in for Horford. Moody subbed in for Brandon Pajemski. The Bucks also with the sub. Bobby Portis is checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Nice shot by Porzingis.
Come on, players as tall as Porzingis, they aren't supposed to shoot it like that.
Portis against Green, and Draymond Green picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
Porter against Curry.
2 minutes.
Clock at 6. Shoots from the line.
Great job by Porzingis, just making himself big and affecting that shot.
Porter against Curry. To the middle, here's Green, and it's Green with the jam. Guys, we're not through 3 quarters of play, but 6 lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, competitive, and I think we all can agree that we thought this would be the type of game that would come down to the end.
Yeah, it's not easy to keep a shot out of Porzingis' reach. He has such long arms.
Looking to make plays for others. We've seen this from him all night.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found him. And you love to see a guy dishing it like this.
And breakdown here, guys, the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Well, they're shot blocking. The defensive effort level has been great. You got to love that intensity.
And also, guys, they push the ball and been able to score in transition, trying to take advantage of playing in the open floor as often as possible.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Miles Turner. Green comes in for Taurean Prince. And Trent subbed in for Rollins. Butler, no good.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Here's Kuzma. Warriors with the rebound. Porzingis has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Screen by Porzingis. It's Curry outside. Hits the three-point bomb. Curry's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, when you look at what he's provided them on the offensive end, it's been an important part of why they're leading.
Pass to Kuzma. And here's Green outside. Green with the rebound. The Warriors leading. Here's Curry with the 3, and the last shot before the buzzer is off. And we just finished the 3rd quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Warriors lead by 2. Live from Chase Center, you're watching 2K Sports. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, he's a consummate floor general, surveying the defense and delivering the pass on time and on target.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. DeAnthony Melton out there with Pajemski. Then there's Jimmy Butler. Then there's Moses Moody. And it's Horford in at the 5 spot. Butler with the ball. Picked up by Portis. He gets that one.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Pass to Kuzma. Here's Antetokounmpo, defended by Butler. The 11-footer, and Antetokounmpo gets it to go. Antetokounmpo's got the game tied up here for the Bucks.
Just another day at the office for Antetokounmpo. This guy consistently puts up points.
Melton feeling it out a bit. Down low. It's stolen by Green. Giannis with a head of steam. Oh, and Antetokounmpo hammers it in.
And Giannis with those long strides, he eats up ground quickly.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Turner's checked in. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
I was able to listen in on what Steve Kerr had to say to the team. First and foremost, he wants to see more points in the break. He asked his team, where's the urgency? We know what we can do in transition. Now let's go out and do it. We'll see if they can pick up the tempo, guys.
Thank you, Allie. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing, defended by Butler. Antetokounmpo kicks to Green. Back to Giannis for three. Another miss by Giannis. Golden State's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them. Butler, a screen on Green. Moody the pass to Butler. And there's Butler with the flush.
Yeah, and Butler working as the screener that time. You have to appreciate his versatility.
It's Antetokounmpo on the wing, defended by Butler. Antetokounmpo against Butler. Out to Turner, shoots the three. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Moody's got 4 rebounds in this game. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen. Here's a look now what's coming up for the Milwaukee Bucks. On Monday, they'll be taking on Franz Wagner and the Orlando Magic.
You know, it might sound cliche, but a road trip like this one is a great time for this team to build chemistry on and off the court. Chemistry absolutely matters in the NBA, and these are the kinds of opportunities teams need to build it.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Zinkas, he's checked in for Horford. Draymond Green comes in for Moses Moody. And Curry subbed in for DeAnthony Melton. Prince, the pass to Giannis. Outside, Porter takes the three. The putback, Warriors with the rebound. Podziemski with it, outguarded by Giannis. Now Podziemski. Driving in, off the glass.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, with him, he's dangerous because he's so confident. He wants to deliver in these moments.
No good there. The Warriors leading. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now, and they call an illegal screen here.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet, we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Bucks have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Turner lays it in off the window.
A guy whose confidence has really flourished. Turner isn't shy about stepping up.
Porter against Curry. Here's Butler. Look at the attack of Butler in the lane.
Jimmy Butler coming up big with the game on the line.
Milwaukee's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Giannis against Green. Antetokounmpo inside.
Well, look, defensively, you don't have a lot of options when Giannis has the ball, and that's
he hits the first one, and that narrows the gap to 1. And he makes both free throws.
Look, every trip to the line counts, but getting all of these was extra important.
1:30 left here in the fourth quarter. Curry fires, and he misses the J.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
Now Turner to take the lead. Porzingis pulls it down. Butler.
Well, Butler embodies toughness. He plays hard every single minute that he's on the court.
He drops the first one, and that gives them the lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a two-point ball game.
Well, make no mistake, this is exactly who they want at the line in this situation.
Prince in the post. Defended by Butler. And they recover it. Here's Rollins. Another chance here. That's off.
When the defense is playing off you like that, you want to be able to convert. But that time, he just couldn't get it done.
Porter against Kerr. Puts it up from 12. It's off target.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
That's in there.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. Prince against Butler. Outside Porzingis. Stephen Curry. And down goes the three.
Timeout. It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. And talking about the approach now, what are they looking at?
Well, you need the three here, a quick one. I mean, very quick. Has to be catch and shoot, one fluid motion, a very difficult shot, but it is definitely not impossible.
So it's a narrow victory for the Warriors, pulling out the W. What a show they put out here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose. You gotta love being on edge of your seat and just wondering what's going to happen. How is this thing going to play out?
And let's hear.
Thanks, guys. Jimmy, a hard-fought win. Talk about the mentality of this team.
Never giving up on any play, man, and playing through the end. That's who we are, man. I take this one. I like this win.
We'll take it. Thanks, Jimmy.
And as always, Allie, thank you so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Allie LaForce, and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us here tonight. And now, our player of the game, Stephen Curry.